S.T.A.L.K.E.R 2 Heart of Chornobyl was meant to come out this year, but due to some impactful and serious real-world events happening in Ukraine, the setting of the game, the developers decided to push it back to next year. That was probably for the best. Regardless, in S.T.A.L.K.E.R 2 Heart of Chornobyl, you'll play as a brand new stalker in the freshly destroyed exclusion zone. You'll have to move throughout the area and get both supplies and weapons in order to survive. With a lot of dangers to survive and a non-linear story, you're going to have your hands full. Make use of what you have and make good choices or end up dead. In the future, things aren't too much better than they are right now, and that's the pits. The richest and most powerful corporations have basically taken Mars for themselves, leaving the rest of humanity in a floating waste dump while they travel to retrieve riches and remnants of the old world back on Earth. If only there were a group of people ready to take them on. As part of a group called the Hyenas, you'll get to take on these corporate fools and their guards in order to get the stuff that'll make you happy and rich. Prodeus is actually in early access on Steam right now if you want to try it out. This is a boomer shooter, if you will, and like many games of old, it's been rebuilt with great graphics and tons of shooting action to be had. The dev team has used a lot of advanced technology to bring this game back to life, so you should play it just to reward their efforts. Plus, the game is deep in terms of the story mode, which was made by industry veterans, and a massive level editor helps you not just make your own levels, but jump into other players' creations. Set in an alternate version of Earth where the Soviet Union developed all sorts of robotics and scientific advantages during World War II, Atomic Heart shows us an image of paradise. But being that this is an FPS list, you know that things are going to go wrong. The robots that fill the world suddenly go after their creators, and those behind the scenes of the new utopia have been doing horrific experiments that have created deadly mutants. This unique title should be on your list. The gameplay footage released so far looks tight and robust, and the official release window trailer is gorgeous beyond measure. If you're up for another trip to an alternate Earth, then Marauders is your chance. In this game, the Great War never ended, and by the 1990s, the Earth has been overrun by industry to its breaking point and beyond. Due to this, many people have taken to the stars, and people like Marauders have been born. Your role is to go from ship to ship, salvaging them for parts that you can use to survive, as that's the ultimate goal. You can play alone or with friends. Either way, a tough challenge awaits. What would a new gaming year be without a Warhammer title? Warhammer 40,000, Boltgun is the one we're waiting for, and this title looks to be high octane to the max. You'll play as a lone space marine who is trying to get through certain boundaries and mysteries, all the while shooting up everything that wants to get in your way. Just be careful, because the enemies you face will not be interested in playing nice, so you shouldn't either. If you can bring a friend, take on the journey into darkness together. When you make a game that's all about kicking, you have to have something fun to back it up. Angerfoot does that well, for now, at least. In the game you'll be in a SH. Well, it's a city. One that needs someone to stand up and literally put a boot to the face of bad people. You'll get to venture across the city kicking in doors and people's faces as a unique way to save the day. There's a lot more from this game than you may think, and gunplay does seem to play a part. There have been a lot of video games out there that have tried to incorporate music in new and exciting ways. Robobeat is a game that is trying to do just that, and we're pumped. In this title, your world is held hostage by the robotic entity Frazer. When you join his game, you're going to have to fight him to the beat of the music to get a better score and do more damage. There's a roguelike element to the game, and as a result, the title will never feel boring.
Here we go again.
Many titles love to feature a protagonist who doesn't know much but has a heart of gold and is trying to get back to where they came from, or trying to do their own thing in the wake of all that has happened to them so far. In Nightingale, things are a bit different, as the game will put you in a world with other people of special abilities. Your goal is simple: save lives and eventually figure out who Nightingale is. Will you be able to escape the maze of challenges and terror that is ahead? You'll find out soon. XDefiant seems to be another in a long line of arena battle titles, but it's defined as a game that combines intense gunplay with personalized loadouts and specialized factions as teams of gunfighters battle for domination. You're going to have your hands full not just getting your team to listen to you, but working together to survive the challenges that are coming in this very unique title. The ideas here will put a bigger focus on teammates, so give it a try when it releases in 2023. XDefiant seems to be another in a long line of arena battle titles, but it's defined as a game that combines intense gunplay with personalized loadouts and specialized factions as teams of gunfighters battle for domination. You're going to have your hands full not just getting your team to listen to you, but working together to survive the challenges that are coming in this very unique title. The ideas here will put a bigger focus on teammates, so give it a try when it releases in 2023. Do you have nightmares of vampires randomly showing up in your town and trying to take over? If so, you'll need to take a few steps back from Redfall. In this game, the town of Redfall has been invaded by vampires. These creatures have blotted out the sun so that they can stay there as long as they want. You're not going to let that stand, are you? You can play this game alone or team up with a friend in order to take down the vampire threat. As you do, uncover the mystery of why they're here and how you can get them the heck out of your town. The Payday franchise has delivered all sorts of big gameplay moments. Payday 2 was legendary for its DLC content and using it to make sure that the lore kept growing and the heists were even grander. Payday 3 will be no different, we can promise you that. In this game, you'll be put in a living city and be charged with taking on some of the most dangerous heists yet. So make sure you and your friends or allies are ready, because only through teamwork will you be able to pull this off. Why is RoboCop, Rogue City so high on this list despite the fact that it was just announced and we know precious little about the game? Simple, it's RoboCop. That's all you really need to know. In this game, you'll be playing as the one and only Alex Murphy, who is trying to keep the people of Detroit safe from those who are trying to corrupt it from the inside out. Using your iconic arsenal and one-liners, you must do whatever it takes to carry out the Prime directives and save Detroit. But be warned, many will oppose you, and it'll be up to you to decide how far you go for peace.
What the hell is this? Where is all the money?
It would appear that pirates of the Crimson Fleet are using the facility.
While not the traditional type of FPS, there will be elements of it in Starfield, and that adds more excitement to a game that many are dying to play. In truth, Bethesda has been very hazy on what Starfield is and what players can expect to do in it. We know it'll have FPS and RPG elements. We know that you'll be traveling through space and going to various planets, and the experience is supposed to be legendary. We've heard those promises before, and rarely are they kept. For Starfield, it's arguably the best practice to keep expectations low and see where things go from there. The original Overwatch title doesn't need an introduction. The team-based FPS revolutionized certain things in the game industry and inspired a lot of lookalikes. It's grown quite a bit since its release years back, and now, the extension of that is here via Overwatch 2. While there's still a lot of tweaking going on and beta tests going on with players, there's little doubt that the team behind the game are wanting to expand on what the original did and have the same kind of impact. We have come to the end of our video. I hope you liked this list we prepared for you. Please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and like the video. Bye for now, see you in our next video.